We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up GBP, NZD. We are in the 12-month time frame. Price action, last candle to the right-hand side, is a bearish small doji, push up to the high. We do have price action overall, higher highs, price action overall, lower lows. Midpoint. Also adding second level lows. Third level lows and fourth level lows. So zooming over the price action is sitting at 1.89583. So if price works its way up, it can tag that resistance line in black at 1.96512 before tagging the midpoint within that area at 1.92689. If price pushes up further, it can tag the next resistance line in black, sitting at the numbers of 9.18538 before tagging the midpoint within that area, which will be at 2.07592. If price action drops down, it can tag the support line, and that's the overall lowest low structure at 1.77310 before making it to the midpoint of that area, which would be 1.84282. So let's take a look at what's going on in the market. So price action, we do know, is a doji style push up to the top candle. Is retesting something, could be retesting that second last candle, third last candle, fourth last candle, that whole top area. So that market pushes up from that area. Let's see where it's coming from. So we can see over to the left hand side, market started off with the spike down with the bearish red candle, push up from that area, came up to a high, identify a pattern, then drop back down. So that's almost like the market came up to a high, which it is, came up to a high, lost momentum, dropped down to a low, consolidated with the last few areas of that or these candles. And if price action push up from that area, it's coming from that break, that push up, that retest. So that will be the overall first leg, second leg, third leg with the second last candles. So if we zoom into price and second last candle is a spike down to that support. So that was identified as a retest for that first, second, third, and markets pushes up from that double bottom. But we are looking for price to engulf the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, the last candles in the market, and that's against that high resistance level, and it will identify that market pushing up. So we'll follow up with a retest to see if that market's going to identify a pattern. So if price action pushes down from this area, where is it coming from? Coming from the high. So when that market did start off from that first candle and pushed up to that high, it did identify that first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg. So we closed out that formation at the M pattern at the midpoint, came back to retest, market pushed down, retest, push down again, retest, and if it breaks again, the area of the last few candles will identify coming from a double top. And then we're looking for the break, the retest, for that market to push down further from that first, second, third, fourth leg. Working our way to the 6-month time frame. So price action 6-month time frame. So we do know everything in this area is consolidation. So we're looking for to see if it's going to break out to that high area, which will go back to that resistance. And if we're looking towards the bottom side, we're just looking for price to break the midpoint between the black line and the purple. And then we'll see that market identifying a break and retest to push down further, or we'll just have identified bearish red candles dropping straight down. So on the 6-month time frame, if this market is respected for the support, multiple retests. So think about it as market came down for that single bottom, came back to retest once, twice, 3 times, could push up from that area. If so, market's coming from a single bottom and a triple retest. Walking down to a 3-month time frame. Price action 3-month time frame is a bearish red candle. Spike up to the high. So it's a doji style candle, spike up to the high. So it's retesting the midpoint of that second last candle. So price pushes down with the following bearish red candles coming from what pattern identify itself in that area. So when that market did identify the break and retest through that support line, came back to resistance, we can see that overall structures for the touches for that first, second, third, fourth, retest one, retest, and market could come down from an overall triple top and a retest or quadruple top. And then we're looking for the which is the second last candle breaking that area. Price action is a retest, and you'll see the market push down. So it'll be coming from a quadruple top. So that's 4 pushes to the top, and it'll be a retest in this area here. Working our way to the monthly time frame. So price action on the monthly time frame is reading as same candle spike up to the high. So the 3-month time frame identified as a single top. So just one spike up to that price action to the second last candle. Now we're on a monthly time frame as identifying a double top. So if you look at price where it's coming from, once the market broke back into that area for that break and retest, we can see prices coming from that first, second, third, fourth. We have that double top. So it just closed out the formation of that double top with current price. So we're looking for that market to break to identify the break and retest. And you see price coming from the double top and a retest, push it down further unless it respects this area here and pushes up. And if it does respect that area, we'll talk about that on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we have price action as a bearish red candle side by side with the last few candles in the area. So that market, we're looking for that market to engulf, push up to a push down to that downside. And then below price, if market does pushes up from that area, it's coming from this long spike down to that low. So this area is identifying that first leg, second leg, third leg. Look at the engulfment outside the area of the last few candles. Market pushes up for that W formation. We can receive the break of the resistance line, coming back to retest. Markets now coming up from a double bottom and a retest. Working our way to the daily time frame. So price action daily time frame, bearish red candle, still working its way down. So let's pull back to see the areas. So adding a midpoint. So let's add the midpoint between the black SR line and the purple SR line, put a midpoint right between that, and we can see that price action, we're going to add a zone as we get down to 4-hour time frame, but we can see price actions returning back to those areas of support as a previous side, or at least trying to. So it multiple touches this area, came down to a low, pushed up to a high, and it pushed its way back down towards that near that low area. So as we walk down the time frame, we're going to take that zone, that SR line we just added, we're going to put a zone around that, a little bit above, a little bit below, so we can take a look at what's happening. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that price action broke into that zone, identified some type of triple bottom, first, second, third, fourth, retest. Market pushed up. So market pushed up out of a triple bottom, came back to retest. So now we're going to have to wait in this area here to see how far is it going to just spike the zone, push right back up. It's going to enter the zone and consolidate and identify a pattern to push down to the next level? Or is it going to identify a full break and a retest to push down further? Okay, guys, this is Cam Jones, FX, GBP, NZD.